All right, guys, welcome to another episode of Mind Show Publishers, where we live that passive income life one idea at a time. Our video today is going to help people who like to produce books for KDP, low content books, novels, whatever type of books you have. I'm going to show you another way to find some top 100 books that you can produce. So let's go ahead and jump into Google. And let's look up, I've already been looking it up today, so Amazon Short Reads. If you are not familiar with Amazon Short Reads, these are short books that are 100 pages or less. And they range from 15 minutes all the way up to 2 hours or more. If you go down to 15 minutes, those books are 11 pages long at the max. So think about how many books you can produce that are 11 pages or less. So let's look at some of the categories. And I will warn you that some of these books that they say are 15-minute short reads are not. I don't know how they got miscategorized, but I know for a fact when you look at some of these books, like the Lean Startup, this is a 200-page book. I have this book. So I know that, like I said, some of them are miscategorized, but you will get to see a lot of books that fall into the short reads category. So let's just look in the top 10 right here. Look at book number 8. How to register a TV to my Amazon account. If you have a Fire Stick, you know how to do this. I mean, they give you the instructions, with the actual, on the site to do it. So let's click into this book. And I will warn you that even though these say look inside, since these books are so short, they're not going to give you a couple of pages as examples, because if it's only 11 pages in the book, and if you look at other books that are 200 pages long, they may give you 3 or 4 pages as an example. They can't do that on these short books because that's, like a fourth of the page, or a fourth of the book rather. So let's look at this one. They have a copyright page. So that's one page out of the 11 pages. Then they go into the introduction, and then they go into the steps, on here. And one of the things that I can tell you with some of these books is a lot of them will do screen prints. So if they tell you where to go or where to point to, they may screen print it. So you can, not only is it a step-by-step guide written, it's also a visual step-by-step guide. So this is an example of a book you can actually use as an example to create a book like this. So let's go and see how many pages is in this book. And another thing, it's got 22 ratings, 3.5, for the ratings. Something you can do also with any books, if you want to recreate a book that's out there, look at the ratings to see the negative comments, because that may give you an idea on how to improve on that actual book. A lot of these ratings probably are going to say that I could have found this on the internet easy. I shouldn't have had to pay for this, which is true, but you did pay for it. So it was obviously something that you needed. So it looks like this book has 9 pages in it. Let's look at some of the ratings. Trying to see. Okay, so some of them did right. So it's got, my old TV was not a smart TV as required. So my granddaughter did some magic way over my head, and now, and I am now registered. So evidently that didn't help them, because they must have been looking at it like it's a smart TV in this book, which most people would end up having. So evidently this person had an older TV. This other one says, it's ridiculous that you have to get a book, then I have to rate it. I just need it simple, click and go. So this just gives you examples, on how you may be able to redo it. And it looks like this comment does say that they used screenshots in here. So it says, this is a collection of blurry screenshots and little text. If you can read the images, you might be able to register your device. So let's say you wanted to recreate this book. All you needed to do is to go in and do some better, screenshots on it, and you can create this book. So that's an idea. Let's look at one other idea in this category. Let's see. Okay. We're going to go all the way back up. All right. So let's go into humor and entertainment. And let's see what's over here. All right. Well, here's one, funny insults. This one, the quotations of Nicki Minaj. And you can see the prices on these. They're not very expensive. 99 cents. Some may go up to $2.99 depending on, you know, what it is that you're doing. And I say, you know, you adjust your price based on what you did. I mean, if it's something that somebody really could Google themselves and you're not given any more information than what they can find out there, 99 cents is what I would say. Now, if it's something that you're doing screenshots and you're step by step on guides, you might go to $1.99, $2.99 at the most, you know, for these books. But hopefully this kind of gives you ideas on simple books you can do. You could do joke books. You could do books on quotes. All of that stuff, you know, you can search Google to find these things. So let's go to the 30 minutes, just as another example to see what they have. We'll go back to humor and entertainment and see what they got. Look at this, the world's dumbest questions. Let's see how many pages it is. This one is 19 pages. And remember, I changed the category. So I went up to the 30 minutes. So let's go inside this one. Okay. So it looks like they've broken, the dumbest questions into a different category. So they got stupidity. And then it's like, do people walk in Rome? Do cemetery workers only work graveyard shifts? Do you need to make an appointment to see a psychic? So it's kind of funny, you know, but kind of corny too. But people like that stuff, you know. And obviously on this one, let's look at the ranking of this particular book and see what it is. It's in the top 100. We already know that. This book is number 5, and it's got 98 views. It's 3 stars. Let's look at some of the stuff that it says on here. So this, a critic, and this was back in 2017. So this book has been out here for a little bit. It says, nothing but stupid puns like the ones I remember from grade school. Not even chuckle worthy. Note to self, why did you buy this? You know, so as I said again, now this one has more 1 stars than it has of the other rankings. So this is one that you could, you know, recreate, but you're going to have to be a little bit funnier with it. So hopefully you can find something that you can end up creating, because as it really comes down to it, you just want to be able to have other books in your library that are not just log books. Log books and all that stuff is great, but you have to definitely venture out. Some books take a little bit more time, like my coloring book for adults. That takes me a little bit more time. It probably takes me at least a week to create a good one, because I don't just put one picture on the page. I move different graphics onto each of my pages just to try to create something that is worthy for someone, you know, to pay for. I have over 50 books out there. Some of them are low content. Some of them are actually books that I wrote. I have children's mystery books. I do have coloring books for adults. I have self-help books. I mix up what I do. I have a couple of books that are in the short reads. So hopefully you'll be able to do that too. Check me out on my next video. I'm going to show you how to create covers if you don't do those yourself. I know some people purchase them on Fiverr, but I'll show you how to create them for free on Canva. It's a free service. Yes, you can get a subscription, but you don't have to. You can go on there for free, create you an account, create you a cover for these short reads, have a couple of books up this month, see how the sales go. Hopefully this video helped you out, and I want to thank you for joining Monshel Publishers. Happy publishing!